Hello students, in our previous video we talk about the carbon and its compounds, the properties of the carbon compounds. Now we will extend this topic. Now we will see some important carbon compounds and their property. So students, in this video we will discuss about the chemical properties and physical properties of two most important carbon compounds, that is ethanoic acid or ethanoic acid that is CH3COOH and ethanol that is ethanol CH3CH2OH. These are the two important carbon compounds in our book. So let's start one by one. That is, first of all, we will start ethanol. What exactly ethanol is, what is its physical property and what is its chemical properties, how it reacts with the other compounds and which product it formed. So student, first of all you have to remember that the chemical formula of ethanol is CH3CH2OH, or the same formula can be written as C2H5OH. There is nothing change in this thing because it is expanded formula and that is the compact one, C2H5OH and CH3CH2OH. Now students, this alcohol has some properties. If we talk about its physical properties, then it is liquid. We will see its melting and boiling point. First of all, melting point and boiling point. So students, the melting point of the ethanol is 156 Kelvin. 156 K. In previous video we studied about how to change the temperature from Kelvin to degree Celsius and degree Celsius to Kelvin. So if we minus 273 from this 156, then it is near about minus 177 degree Celsius. So we can say that normally the ethanol always live in liquid state, okay, because in minus 177 degree Celsius it is always melted. And if we talk about its boiling point, then boiling point of the ethanol is 351 Kelvin. 351 Kelvin, that means if we minus 273, 351 minus 273, if you want to convert it into degree Celsius, then it will come nearly 78 degree Celsius. At 78 degree Celsius it starts boiling and get converted into vapor state. So normally it converts in vapor before the water, because the boiling point of the water is 100 degree Celsius. So we need not to heat it up to that extent, okay students. So it is generally found in liquid state. Now we will see that what are the main effects of this alcohol on living beings. We will see the main uses of the ethanol or alcohol The very first use of the ethanol is that it is used, it is the main component of the all alcoholic drinks. There are so many types of alcohols that are there: methanol, ethanol, butanol, propanol. But ethanol is the main constituent of the all alcoholic drink. So its first use is, it is main ingredient in alcoholic drink, main ingredient of alcoholic drinks. Now second thing is, student, that it is used in medicine formation. In medical industries, in medicine industries, it is main constituent or main solvent of the medicine. It is the base product of the medicine. So it is used in medicine. Third thing is, student, as it is the best solvent for many things, it is used as solvent, because so many things get dissolved in alcohol. So it is used as solvent in paint industries, in oil industries, in color industries, etc. It is used as solvent. Next is, students, a very little amount of the ethanol can cause drunkenness. It may cause unconsciousness to the drinking people. So its dilute form is used as alcohol for drinking also. These are the main uses of the ethanol or ethyl alcohol. Now we see what are the main drawbacks of uses of this alcohol. If this alcohol is taken by the alcoholic person in its purest form, that means absolute zero alcohol or absolute alcohol. Absolute alcohol, that means, students, pure alcohol and there is nothing mixed in it. If a very little quantity of the absolute alcohol is taken, then it may cause damage to our kidney and it may cause death also. Okay, students, instead of ethanol, if methanol is taken, see methanol, that is CH3OH. It is a toxic alcohol, students, and its very little quantity, if consumed, it may cause death. It may cause kidney failure. Okay, so as compared to the ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol is much more harmful for human being. If we talk biologically, then methyl alcohol, if taken inside the cell, then it coagulates the cytoplasm of the cell. Just like if we boil the egg, then you have seen that the liquid inside the egg gets solidified, or it is semi-solid in nature. In that way, the methyl alcohol or methanol also coagulates our cell cytoplasm and make the cell rigid. Okay. Second thing, the side effect of the methanol is that it causes damage to our optic nerve, or it may causes complete permanent blindness also. It makes the person blindness. It is the much harmful effect of this alcohol. Now students, we will see the chemical properties or the chemical reaction of ethyl alcohol, that how it is chemically react with the compounds. Ethyl alcohol, that is CH3, CH2, OH. Okay, students, first of all, we will see its reaction with sodium. What will happen if the alcohol reacts with sodium? We will see its reaction. The first one is a reaction with sodium. Sodium, that is Na plus ethyl alcohol CH3, CH2, OH. Okay, students. So if this react with the ethyl alcohol, then hydrogen gas will release in this reaction. We will see its which products are formed. Then products will form CH3, CH2O, Na plus H2O. This is complete reaction, but this reaction is not balanced. In order to balance this reaction, we will see that here 2 oxygens are there and here is only 1 oxygen. We will put here 2. Now we see the total number of carbon atoms are here 4 and here only 2. So we will put a 2 here. Now the sodium got doubled, so we will put again 2 here. So students, this reaction is now balanced, and this will result only H2, not H2O. H2, hydrogen gas is released. Okay, now this reaction is balanced. So students, when sodium reacts with ethanol or ethyl alcohol, then hydrogen gas is released. Now can you say in which other reaction hydrogen gas is also removed or liberated? We have seen in the first letter, that is chemical reactions. When any metal reacts with any acid, the reaction of acid and metal liberates hydrogen gas. Okay, second property, we see how this alcohol produces unsaturated hydrocarbons. That means the hydrocarbons which has double bond. We will see here when this ethyl alcohol or ethanol when reacts with concentrated H2SO4, when it get break down in presence of concentrated H2SO4, see CH3, CH2, OH. In presence of concentrated H2SO4, sulfuric acid. If it break down, then H2O, water will liberate and the rest of the amount will form the unsaturated hydrocarbon. In this way, this H2O and one hydrogen from CH3 molecule will combine together. Here only CH2 will left, CH2, because one hydrogen get combined with this OH hydroxy group. So only CH2 double bond this CH2. Now double bond will come because one hydrogen released from here and OH group released from here. So this carbon has one free bond and this carbon also has one free bond. So they will make double bond in between the carbon atoms. So CH2 double bond CH2, and what will be the name of this compound? We have seen how to make its name. It is our ethene. 2 carbon atom, that means eth, double bond is there, that means ENE, ethene, and it will also result H2O. Water will also form. So breakdown of the ethyl alcohol in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, it will result in the formation of the unsaturated hydrocarbons. In many countries, students, this alcohol is also used as a fuel for the vehicles. Along with the petrol, it is mixed in petrol and used as fuel in vehicles because it is a clean source of energy for them. It only produces carbon dioxide and water molecules, and no harmful gases are present from it, escape from combustion of the alcohol. So the second carbon compound is our next acid is ethanoic acid, that is CH3COOH, ethanoic acid, ethanol and ethanoic acid. It also comprises of 2 carbon atoms. Now we will see its a physical property. Students, its melting point of the carboxylic acid or carboxylic acid is commonly known as acetic acid. Acetic acid, we use it in our day to day life as vinegar, which is used to preserve so many things. In acetic acid, it is near about 5 to 8% of solution of the acetic acid is called vinegar, and it is a very good preservative in our day to day life. We used to preserve pickles, jams, etc. Now we will see that its melting point of the acetic acid. Student, its melting point is 290 degree. Melting point of the acetic acid is 290 Kelvin. 290 Kelvin, that means if we convert it into degree Celsius, it comes near about minus 273. That means near about 17 degrees Celsius. So, during the winter times when the temperature falls down below the 17 degrees Celsius, this acetic acid get freezed. It get converted into solid, and that is why it is also known as glacial acetic acid. Glacial acetic acid, because it shines like a glacier. That is why it is known as glacial acetic acid. Now we will see its property, its chemical property, its reaction with the other things. So we will see its reaction with the ethanol, how it reacts with ethanol and what product will it forms. Reaction of ethanoic acid, that is CH3COOH reacts with CH3OH. As we seen, it is our CH2OH, that is our ethanol. See what product will be formed here. CH3, C double bond O, this O, this CH2, CH3 along with the formation of the water. Now we will see how this reaction takes place. Acid act as here a catalyst. This reaction takes place in presence of acid. Now you can see, students, this hydrogen and oxygen combines with this hydrogen and form H2O here. And here CH3 COO. This O, one O, I draw it just below the reactants. COO, this is CH2 and CH3. This is ester, which is a sweet smelling agent here, produces sweet smell. So we call it ester. Ester. Okay, student, this reaction you can easily understand here that reactants, from reactant side, which thing is combined with which hydrogen OH atoms. Okay, and students, when this ester is treated with sodium hydroxide is a strong base. its formula is NaOH. When this ester is treated with sodium hydroxide, it again gets converted into alcohol. It produces alcohol and sodium salt of carboxylic acid. This reaction is used in the formation of soap. So, this reaction is also known as saponification. Yes, saponification. Okay, we will see this reaction, how this reaction takes place. Here, we see that CH3COO, CH2, CH3, this was the ester which was formed in our previous reaction. If we treated it with NaOH, sodium hydroxide, if we treat it with sodium hydroxide, then again alcohol will form and sodium salt of fatty acid will also form. See, its products are CH3, COO and this Na. CH3COO, Na, and remaining amount is CH3, CH2 and this OH. So, this is our ethyl alcohol and this is sodium salt of our carboxylic acid or fatty acid, and this salt is used in the formation of soaps. So, this reaction is known as saponification because this reaction is used for the formation of the soap. Okay, student, these are the two reactions of the acetic acid which are used in our day-to-day life. Then in next we will see what will be the reaction of this ethanoic acid or acetic acid with sodium carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, student, all these two reactions, reactions with sodium carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate are very important. We will see that CH3COOH, that is our acetic acid, and first we will see its reaction with sodium carbonate. So, sodium carbonate Na2CO3. We will see, students, what products form in this reaction. In this reaction, this Na will combine with this CH3COO. Okay, so products are CH3COONA, that means sodium salt of acetic acid, and water and carbon dioxide, H2O and CO2 carbon dioxide. This reaction is not balanced. In order to balance this reaction, we add here 2 and 2. Now you can see CH3COO, CH3COO, 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 2 sodium, 2 sodium. Okay, students, carbon, 1 carbon, 1 carbon is here, and total number of oxygens 2, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total, this reaction is now totally balanced. Second reaction, when this reacts with CH3COOH reacts with sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, students, NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate. The same product is also formed in this reaction, that is CH3COONA plus H2O plus CO2. There is no change in the products, and this reaction is already balanced now. Okay, students. So, these are the important reactions in this lesson. You learn them very carefully. So, students, that's all in this video. In the next video, we will discuss about the formation and properties of the soaps and detergents.